I think moving on, this is something we know we wanted to touch base on tonight as well. You've got a guy that's willing to do whatever it takes for the team in Nick Martinez, and we've seen it in Brent Suter. We've seen it in Elly De La Cruz coming back from bereavement leave and not missing a game out of these 162. Ellie's now going to have a chance to have a significant time off during the All-Star game if he doesn't make it because he has declined the opportunity at the Home Run Derby. Do you guys want to get into that now, or do you want to save that for a little bit later?
Let's get into it now, man. I'm kind of on the fence, man. I'll be honest with you. I can see it both ways. As a Cincinnati Reds fan, I would love to see my guy out there just mashing the home runs that we know he's capable of doing. Everything in me as a Cincinnati Reds fan wants to plug into the All-Star game to watch our guy do that. But by the same token, I mean, there's many studies and many different numbers out there that you can look up that talk about the home run average decreases after the home run derby. Some of your batting averages start to drop after a while and that sort of thing. And so I kind of like Elly taking the days off. He's making a point to be at the ballpark and be plugged into every single game, every single night. So I'm kind of on board with him taking the night off and giving himself the rest. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, my head says thank goodness, but my heart, I mentioned this at the during the pregame show, my heart wishes that we could watch Elly hit moonshots. I think the only thing about this is that I think Elly does eventually do this once, like at least once. He's one of the superstars of the game. He's on the cover of MLB The Show. He's gonna do a home run derby at some point. I kind of would rather him do it when he's 23 in a season when we're in fourth place. Now, obviously, we're still vying for a playoff spot, but imagine 2 years from now, he is on an even better pace because he's gotten better, and the Reds are in first place. And he's a bona fide starter, superstar, and then he does it. I, I, I'm not saying that this would necessarily keep him from doing that then, but my thought process is it would be cool if he did this and then got it out of his system so that all the other years of his contract that we have him where we're contending and he's theoretically better, he can say, I did it once, it made me tired and I struggled or something like that, and then he doesn't do it. So that's my only thing. Obviously it's better for this year, but I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too far in the future for that. But that's just my only thought. I think overall it's better for this team, but it would be sweet to get some red shine out there because clearly, based on this fan vote, there's not that much red shine right now.
Well, is it fan vote? Is it the lack of shine or just the lack of population? An LA market versus a New York market versus a Cincinnati market, and how many people there are here. That's what makes it so damn special, though. You're a part of a smaller, more elite club when you're here in Cincinnati. Like that's what makes us who we are, and I'm not going to complain about not being in LA or New York at any point in time. The Society for American Baseball Research, or SABR, as some of you may have heard it, did a comparison on pre-Derby to post-Derby on guys that participated, and they split pre-Derby. Their OPS was at 969. Post-Derby, they're at 926. Their home run percentage it was 6.06 at bats of a home run percentage. Post-Derby, 5.346. Guys that would have had the same stats but did not compete, they go from an 851 OPS to an 858 after not competing. So OPS goes up when you don't compete. OPS goes down when you do. Home run percentage goes from 4.201 to 4.288. Your home run percentage goes up after not competing versus going down when you do compete. So I'll take those guys and what they've done in their studies and say it's a good thing. I still remember Todd Frazier. I've got a 7-year-old that would love to see Elly Mash. We play the show 25. That's his dude. That's what he wants to do. We've got 44 jerseys all over this house. I want him to be there. But if it means anything, if you got to take solace in it, the Cincinnati Reds are a better baseball team with Elly not hitting on Monday night.
Yeah, and part of that, though, just to push back a little bit, part of that is also natural regression, right? The guys that go into the Derby are the ones that are like Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh he's already hit 33 home runs. Even if he didn't compete in the Derby, he's probably not hitting that many home runs in the second half. So I think part of it is the people that get selected for the home run derby are just in general due for some home run regression. Now, do I think there's been enough anecdotal evidence out there from people where they talk about how tiring it is, how, I changed my swing to try to hit more home runs that has led to stuff that is been harmful, that I trust those numbers. But you got to remember too, there's the people that get picked for the all-star home run derby are the ones that are on a hot streak, and most of them are on a hot streak in a way that's not necessarily sustainable. So
Yeah.
that there is that aspect of it too. It's easy to blame the home run derby, but I doubt the home run derby is affecting somebody a month and a half after the derby. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Oh yeah, no,
there is
I'm
that
eating,
aspect
I'm
of it
eating
too.
I'm eating the crab sandwich on this one, and just trying to put a rose on it. Like I'm not happy that Ellie's not in the Derby, but as one of our people in the chat mentioned, it's probably because he's not been voted in as a starter.
Yeah,
Ellie's a big enough name in this game, and he's more recognizable to the young generation than 99.9% of the guys in Major League Baseball. The dude just absolutely drips all over the place with the sliding mitts and the colors that he wears and the flashiness that he plays with. Like, Elly is a very recognizable name. He's working on his English to become the face of baseball. He's got Aaron Judge to compete with. He's got Shohei to compete with. He's got all these guys that are, in that line as well. But I want to make sure that, whatever it is that is the reason, I hope Elly gets that word out there. So if it is I'm not a starter, so I'm not competing, maybe that gets the kids that are, between 10 and 18 years old to get online and go vote for Elly next year because they want to see him in the home run derby. If there's that little bit of a prize out there, maybe that's what he needs to become a starter. Hold yourself out. It's one of the few bargaining chips that you have in this fan vote situation where the fan vote it's not fair. It's not a situation. We don't want to see 7 Dodgers start in the All-Star game. Are the Dodgers good? Yeah, they are. Give me Elly De La Cruz over Mookie Betts any day of the week, though.
Yeah. And Ellie's going to make the team. Like I don't have any doubt that he's going to be on there as a reserve. Like I think that he will be a part of that team going to, where is it? Atlanta, right? I think is where it is.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about Elly not making the team. I agree completely with you when it comes to these fan voting. It's just like, it's one of those things where, uh, when your market is twice as big, and maybe in some cases even bigger than that, than the Cincinnati market, just it's not fair, and it's silly. The thing is, this is an exhibition. MLB doesn't really care that it's not fair. I hate to break it to everyone here
They
that's
just want to
complaining about that. They're like,
No,
we are totally fine with Mookie Betts. Is Elly going to draw a lot of eyes? Yeah, he probably will. But like, they are completely fine with a New York Met and a Los Angeles Dodgers starting at shortstop for the National League. So, do I think it's going to change? Probably not, because the MLB doesn't care, and this doesn't actually mean anything. I guess in the past it has meant something, right? Home field advantage in the World Series, but now it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a showcase. MLB is going to try to get their best guys there. That's really all it is.